keeping up with the motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
A warm welcome to the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Standard 5, Subject English, Writing Skills, Topic Figures of Speech. Today, let us understand what are figures of speech and where do we use them. When I say figures of speech, often we confuse it with parts of speech. Dear students, figures of speech is completely different from parts of speech. Parts of speech is a category to which a word is assigned in accordance with its functions. We have 8 parts of speech in the English language. They are nouns, pronouns, prepositions, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, conjunctions and interjections. We use all these parts of speech in our spoken and written English. But figures of speech are completely different part of our English language. They are chiefly used in poetry for the sake of vividness. It is a word or a phrase that possesses a separate meaning from its literal definition. They are also used in prose, especially in public speeches, to give greater effect or beauty to what is said. Why do we use figures of speech? The writers always want to impress the readers or the hearer of the content as far as he can. So, he tries to use impressive words in his writings. These impressive words or phrases are called figures of speech. It is a language that has other meaning than its normal definition. It is used to beautify the content to catch the reader's attention. In other words, we can say it is a better, pleasant way of expressing unpleasant ideas. For example, if I want to say to someone, don't tell a lie, sometimes it may sound unpleasant, but the same sentence can be expressed in another way. Instead of saying, don't tell a lie, I may tell, don't tell me a fairy tale, where it doesn't sound so unpleasant. That is why we use figures of speech in any language to beautify the language and to impress the readers. There are many types of figures of speech. Today, let us learn 4 of them which are based on similarity and likeness. They are simile, metaphor, personification and apostrophe. Let us learn the first figure of speech, simile. Simile is a figure of speech in which a comparison is made between 2 objects of different kinds which are alike at least in one point. In similes, we find the words like or as. Let us understand with the help of examples. He rode like a lion. She looks as beautiful as a rose. Shivaji was as brave as a lion. That story is as old as hills. If you see all these examples, you find the words either like or as. In sentence number 1, roaring is the common between he and lion. This is one quality you see between he and the lion. And sentence number 2, beauty is the common quality between girl and the rose. So, comparison of rose and girl is made. In sentence number 3, Shivaji is compared to a lion and bravery is the common quality between Shivaji and the lion. Sentence number 4 says that story is compared to hills because both are very old. Dear students, I told you in simile, comparison is made between two unlike things. A comparison of two things of the same kind is not a simile. It is just a comparison. For example, Ram is as clever as Henry. Here, Ram and Henry belong to the same kind. Both are boys. In simile, we can't compare the same things. Comparison should be made between two unlike things. Now, let us see some of the examples. The following are some common similes of everyday speech, like as proud as peacock, as clear as crystal, as good as gold, as cool as cucumber. Children, you remember when you are writing as proud as peacock, as clear as crystal, as good as gold, the first word as should be small letter. It is not the capital letter because it is not a sentence, it is a phrase. Let us move on to the second figure of speech, metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech in which comparison is made between two unlike things, same as simile, but without the words like or as. In another words, we can say metaphor is a condensed form of simile. Let us see some examples. First one, ministers are the pillars of the state. We did not say ministers are like the pillars of the state as in simile. But we said that ministers are the pillars of the state. We have taken into granted that they themselves are the pillars. The second one is life is a dream. If it is a simile, I would say life is like a dream. But in metaphor, we don't use like, we say life itself is a dream. So life is a dream. Time is money. It is not time is like a money or like money. Time is money. The world is a stage. She is a night owl. Here, nowhere we use the words like or as. This is the examples for metaphor. The third figure of speech is personification. When we put the qualities of a person in non-living things, it is called personification. Here, objects without life are spoken of as having the qualities of a human being. Have you ever heard of dancing moon or playing stars? No, they can't play or they can't dance because they are non-living things. But to make the poem more interesting, the poet sometimes refers to these dancing and playing stars. Such figures of speech are called personification. He sees the human qualities and actions in non-living things. Let us see some examples. The flowers nodded, the wind howled, the stars play hide and seek among the clouds. Anxiety is sitting on his face. In all these examples, the non-living things show the actions of living things. That is only the imagination of the poet, I know. Anxiety is the abstract noun. taken as a living thing in the last example. The next figure of speech is apostrophe. An apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to a personified object as if they are living things or living persons. You may feel it is same like personification. No, it is little different than personification. In personification, we only speak about non-living things as living things. But here in apostrophe, we just not speak about them, we address them, we speak to them. Not about them, we speak to them. That is apostrophe. For example, see the examples. Roll on, thou deep and dark blue ocean, roll on. Here I am talking to the blue ocean. So it is apostrophe because I am talking to the non-living thing. Now second sentence, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Here what? Even here we are talking to the little star which is non-living. We address them, we talk to them, so it is apostrophe. Then third example, oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth. The fourth one, oh, holy night, hold me in your arms. See, night is non-living thing. And we are talking to the night as if it is having the life, as if it is a living thing. So, in all these sentences, non-living things are addressed, they are spoken as if they are living things. We speak to them. We are not only talking about them, we speak to them. So, this is called apostrophe. The poet uses all these figures of speech in his writing to make his writing interesting and appealing. Dear students, let us learn some more figures of speech in the next